Stinder, a study buddy matchmaking service to improve outcomes of peace within student mental well-being. For our business initiative, we have decided to create a service which improves the outcomes of peace related to student mental well-being. Students suffer from incredible amounts of distress caused by academic demands, tight deadlines, work commitments, financial burdens, and poor lifestyle choices. According to statistics, 1 in 5 students suffer from depression or anxiety. A study done at Victoria University also showed that 45% of Victoria students consistently reported suffering from poor emotional well-being over the past 3 years. This has resulted in increasing amounts of university dropouts and suicide. However, in a modern world, the most significant contributor and aggravator to this distress is increasing prevalence of social isolation. High job scarcity means students are forced to compete with each other for employment and admission and to certain degrees. This has resulted in alienation from each other. Globalization has increased the amount of international students attempting to study without the support of family, friends, or cultural comforts. Therefore, many suffer from loneliness or homesickness. Technological developments have decreased the need for a physical classroom with a community environment. As a result, more and more students are deciding to study independently with little interaction from their peers. Students require a service which caters to both their need for social interaction and learning. With their tight schedules and limited budgets, they need something which is cheap and which will remove the hassle out of organising their own social and learning interactions. They also require a service which is tailored to their individual needs to ensure it'll have an impact over their mental well-being. What do students have at the moment and why are these services failing? Firstly, university counsellors are highly understaffed and therefore cannot cater to all students. While university-provided tutorials may limit student engagement due to personality clashes, fear of judgment from peers, and the learning style which they cater to. The business mission of Stinder is to facilitate meaningful social interactions at university and learning outcomes through matching up students with a study buddy who complements their social and learning needs. There are 4 parts to the Stinder process. The first is recruitment. The staffing and management of our program will be attended by volunteers. Posters would be put up in the university to advertise for them, and these volunteers will be screened to ensure their suitability. Volunteers will be responsible for matchmaking, running events, and general administrative tasks. Their incentive to enter the program will be free use of the program, a $10 commission for every person they sign up, and volunteer experience. The second is the sign-up and survey. To enter the program, there will be a one-off annual fee of $20. Sign-ups will be done online and students will be required to fill out a questionnaire, including details on their personal details, university details, learning style, personality type, and the type of friend they are looking for, as well as a mental health assessment. The third is matchmaking. Using the information gathered from students, we will match students based on the papers they are taking, their personality types, and their learning styles. Ensuring compatibility between study buddies will improve the likeliness of success when learning and interacting with each other. Once matched, students will be sent an email notifying them of their study buddy and suggesting a study timetable. This will also include details on Stinder events. Fourthly, Stinder events. Stinder events will be held throughout the year to help students who feel lonely and strengthen the relationship between current study buddies. There will be a mixture of events such as pub crawls, team building, and sports. While during exam time, these events will focus on relieving stress, such as meditation, yoga, and mindfulness. To save costs, these events will be held on university grounds, and any additional costs will be funded through the sign-up fee. Lastly, evaluation. 2 weeks into the Stinder process, students will be asked to evaluate their experience with their Stinder buddy. This will help to ensure they are the right fit for each other. As a result of this evaluation, we will either retain the current situation between buddies, change buddies, or strengthen their relationship and experience through following their feedback. At the end of the semester, students will then be required to further evaluate their mental health to determine the impacts of the program. Finances. Most of the staffing and space needed for Stinder will be free through volunteers and using university spaces. Expenditure for events will also be determined through the amount of people who sign up. We're expecting that at least 100 people will sign up, and therefore we expect a budget of $2,000 for the funding of events.